Hello and welcome into Piles of Paragraphs creative space. Although today we're not going to be creative, I'm going to share with you a couple of vintage market hauls that I've had. I got a flea market. Well, I guess flea markets more than vintage markets. Okay, let's see. Let's start with the books that I got. I just loved the cover on this one and this one. This one has some really fun illustrations in it. And I'll go quickly through the books because, you know, books are books. And not everybody's as fond of books as I am, but I'm really fond of books. And this one, which is really too big for my space here, but it's a nice old atlas with some, once again, really cool illustrations in it, as well as beautiful maps. That. Okay, the book's out of the way. And then let's do the textiles. I got some really cute little handkerchiefs. I love this one. I'm going to try to work that into my Roxy Creations Journal of Stitchery, I think. This one's really cute too. And I love this. I don't know how old these are, but this one I think is fairly old. So let's see. And I got some doilies, a little like a dresser scarf kind of thing, an eyelet that I'm going to tea dye and rust stain. And this is a nice long crocheted like table runner. And I think this will also tea dye and rust stain really nicely. You know, since I'm still just a little obsessed with that. And now that it's gotten cooler, it will be so much more fun to do. Now, the rest of this stuff, let's see. Ooh, I apologize, I didn't take everything out of the bags. I picked this up because of the writing on the bag, but it's full of little vintage, well, I guess they're vintage. No dates on them, but they're Italian postcards. The mini kind, so that was a fun find in that little bag. Always fascinated to get other people's handwriting. This one is vintage military buttons, and I'm let's see, how much of a glare do we have? We can see the little buttons, and I thought that was kind of a fun little piece. This is one of my most favorite things that I got. It's a whole stack of, sit back down. It's a whole stack of, in this case, tomatoes, tomato can labels. And it's labeled 1915. I don't know if that's right or not, but the little label that the person who was selling it put on said it was 1915. Hello, my Sid. My sweet boy Sid has come to visit. Okay, Cakes. Go ahead. Why don't you go lay down? Good, sweet boy. And then I also found a stack of currency, and which is really fun and something I usually don't see. And if I do see it, the prices are so high, I just have to pass it by. But this was really reasonably priced, and it was for all of this currency, plus a whole bag full of foreign coins that I'm still trying to figure out what to do with. It's got this letter from 1907, some vintage postcards. Let's see. These are really cool. I'm not sure how old they are because I can't quite make out the dates on them, but I thought they were Russian. Now I'm thinking they might be Yugoslavian, which is fascinating to me. At least the postage is, I think, from Yugoslavia. So, very cool. And of course, the writing is always fascinating to me. And a little envelope full of stamps. More of those cards. Another couple letters that I picked up. 1907. Oh, these are vintage postcards, but they're from the state of Arizona. which surprisingly I've had some pretty good luck finding things from the state of Arizona the last couple weeks, because I generally struggle to find anything from Arizona. Of course, you know, I'm not really all that old, so I guess that might be part of it. So go through this. This is another very interesting postcard. And I think it's German. Take it out of its little sleeve so you can actually see it. It's military personnel on the train, and it's a little note written on the front of it. Okay. Let's see. Try not to make too much crinkle noise with this one. It's a biology workbook, but it's, well, I didn't look to see if it had a date in it, but it's old, and it's got great color. 1934. So it's unused, but very, very cool, I think. Pie cakes, what you need, bud? Okay, why don't you go lay down? Let me finish this, and then I'll give you yummies. Yeah, yeah. Go lay down, bug. It's a receipt, I think. I just thought it was a cool looking piece of old paper. This one is one of my favorite things. It's for ordering color photographs, color prints from transparencies. Okay, so I think it must be probably from the 1960s, but look at these. Let me see how bad the glare is on that. Look at these sweet photos in here. And of course the pretty lady in her bikini, but those sweet photos, those cute little kids. I thought it was just an absolute gem to have found. So let me take all these things. Oops. Whoops. I'm all tangled. I'm all tangled up. Let's set them over here. This little tiny space that I give myself to work is really not big enough for all the stuff that I found. I also found some of these, and I see these often, but I hadn't bought any. But these were priced really reasonably, so I picked up, 5, 6 of these, and they've got varying scenes from around the world. This one is marked Philadelphia, Naperville, Illinois, London, Paris, and Hamburg. Niagara Crystal Grotto, winter. So I'm going to assume it's Niagara Falls. Don't know. So this one's a sort of a battleship. Anyway, very interesting stuff. Let's see. I just couldn't resist this one either. It's just a, not just, it's an 1920s giveaway calendar, I guess, would be the best way to describe it. From the Fireman's Fund Insurance. But the graphics and, oh, I didn't even realize this. It's got all this writing on the back of the pages as well. So somebody also used it as a kind of a journal. Oh, that's cool. Let's look at it from this side. I just saw the graphics on the other side and picked it right up into my stack. Okay, I guess they didn't do a lot of that. A few pages that are written on the back of. I thought it was very cool. I'm very excited about it. We'll see how long it takes me to be able to use any of it, because it's awfully neat. Let's see, what else do I have here? Picked up a couple of building and loan associations, so like little bank books. Let's see, do they have a date in them? I rarely see these out and about in natural habitats. Let's see, 1926. Let's see, this is from 1926 also. 1928. So, and both from Long Beach, California. Some public school report cards. I'm sure those are from Los Angeles. Let's see, they're all from LA. Yes, 1926. Oh, sorry, spin everything around here. This is Gallup, New Mexico, 1952. 1950, 1925. Yeah. Look at, wow. There has to be a stamp. That's too neat to be handwriting and too consistent. Let's see, it's a darling little photo that I found. I opened it and I was like, oh well, no, he has to come home with me. Just too cute to leave behind. I also found some needle books, which I also don't see very often, so I was really excited to see these, especially the one with the kitty cats on it. And then some more vintage postcards. This is the Boulder Dam, and I used to have an uncle that lived just up on the other side of it, so we used to go visit him. So Boulder Dam always makes me think of my Uncle Bob. And some more. This is another Arizona one. This is the Grand Canyon. This is Tucson, Casa Grande, down just south of me. I guess it's south of me. 3 varieties of palms in southern Arizona. Yeah, I always think that's so interesting that we have palm trees here. Petrified Forest, National Park now. I don't know, what was it back then? Just Petrified Forest, Arizona. This is from 1947. And this is the San Francisco Peaks up near Flagstaff. So this is kind of just some more Arizona memorabilia I found. This one about Petrified Forest. Petrified Forest always makes me think about my grandma. It was one of the places she absolutely loved, that she visited and was fascinated by. So that brings back happy memories. Grand Canyon. This was a very fun bag. Not from Arizona though. Seattle. Tucson. Visitor's Guide from 1947. Look at all these great ads and stuff that are in this. Yeah, the city doesn't look quite like that anymore. Of course, Tucson probably looks closer to what it looked like then than Phoenix does. Ew. This is a funny little cactus comic book. It's from 1979, so it's not really old, but he's taken pictures of lots of saguaros and then captioned them with funny little captions. This is a look back at Flagstaff. It's a reproduction of something from 1897, but like I said, I get really excited when I find anything Arizona. So, and then this is kind of also a tourist book from the Grand Canyon. I don't know, Santa Fe Railroad. No date, I don't think, in this one. Anyway, some nice photos and some text about the Grand Canyon. Okay, let me get a hold of these. And then I do have a few more books. I also rarely see these. It's a little bird book, which is such a great size. And it's the writing, and it says that it's from Christmas 1931. So it's an old book, and it's in great shape. But it has wonderful little photos in it. And then this one is another one. That's the green book. This is the blue book. It has the price in it. That's not what I paid for it. The gentleman that had this booth really gave me a great deal on the stuff I got from him. So that's really cool. There's no date in that one. Then I found these penmanship books. And I paid too much for them, but I got very attached to them very quickly. This one's all full of somebody practicing their penmanship, which I thought was totally cool. I don't think this one has a date on it. No date that I can see. But anyway, I picked up a few of these penmanship books. 2, and then there's this one that doesn't have a lot of writing in it, but it's got this great old paper. It's actually a like a ledger, but it's not very filled out. They started off on, oh, I guess maybe that's the printing to encourage the people to, so what they should have been writing. But anyway, I love the patina on this. So, and then this one teaches you about writing, talks about the practice of writing, and it's 1901. This one I have upside down. This one is just the coolest. Hardcover, cover's coming off, but the papers on the inside are gorgeous. And then it's copyright 1909, and it's been embossed with the stamp, I guess, so that it's been approved for the schools. I don't know what that is, probably that, but that's what I think. But then it shows you how to write, how to hold your pen, how to start forming your letters. Anyway, I thought that was very cool. I'm sure not everybody else is as crazy about penmanship as I am, and I have terrible penmanship. And this one's very, very cool. This one's really old. It almost feels like rag paper. Yeah, 1824. So it's also the art of writing. But it's just, I think, really neat. Lots of foxing on the pages, but you know, it's old. So that's those. Oh, we're almost to the end. Yay. Okay, so let's do the switch here. Now these are really too big for this little space, so I'll just show you these really quickly. Music magazine from 1936, but I just couldn't resist those little rosy-cheeked kids. And the lady had a super duper price on these. They were like $2 a piece. So yeah, so this one's 1926. This one's 1919. It's got Mozart on the cover, so it's all about music and some great graphics and stuff. And it's in amazing condition. Oh, and it's got music in it too. I've forgotten this one had music in the back. Oh, this one probably does too, since it's music magazine. January 1919. That was a day or two ago. Okay, well, I think that is the bulk of my haul for my recent stuff that I found. So good thing I had a good day at the Thieves Market when I went, because I'm not going to get to go next month. I got the dates wrong, and I've got to throw in a birthday party for my sister on the date that the next Thieves Market's going to be. So I won't get to go to that next month. But anyway, that's the haul for a local flea market and the Thieves Market for the past couple weeks. And so if you enjoyed this, if you like this kind of video, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I will say thank you for joining me today, and I hope you will join me again in the future. Bye-bye for now.